So you got a special box and you open it up and somebody has given you a Seestar. Now what are you going to do with it? This is what we're going to help you do. We're going to help you figure out how to get started with your new Seestar. It's a fun adventure. Be ready to go. Whether you got the Seestar S30 or the Seestar S50, the setup process is really pretty much the same. And so this is them. Just open up the case, and all you see inside is the device and the tripod. There's some other things in the box there. We'll explain those in a minute. The first thing you're going to do is screw the tripod onto the telescope and stand it up on the table. Pretty easy. The next thing you're going to want to do is decide what device you want to run the Seestar app on, whether that be your phone. It can be a Galaxy phone, an Android phone, an iPhone. You can use a tablet, those kind of devices, portable kind of devices. It will not download onto a laptop computer at this point. And so you're going to have to use a portable device. And you just go to the Play Store, the App Store, and download the Seestar app. Once you download the app onto your device, click and open it, and you can set up an account here. It's free to have an account. It just keeps your profile information in the app. And then you come to this screen, and this is the home screen of the Seestar app. The first time you come here, though, it's going to try and connect to the internet and your Seestar. Now's the time for the fun stuff. So you push the power button on your Seestar, push it and hold it down for a few seconds until you hear it going beep beep, and then the lights will come on and it will start loading turning on the Seestar. This process can take a minute or two to turn on the Seestar. Once it is fully launched and the software is loaded inside the Seestar, the application that turns it on and gets it ready for you to use, you will hear it say ready to connect. And then you can go to your device and you should see the Seestar with a connect button. And if you can click on that connect button to connect to your Seestar. It should look something similar to this. And then on the right-hand side near the center of your screen, I've blown up the picture a little bigger, so it looks like it's at the bottom of my screen. It says to connect to the S30. Yours may say S50, depending on which Seestar you have. And the picture at the top should indicate which one your Seestar is. Just click the connect button. Once it connects to your Seestar, you should get a message like this that says to join a Wi-Fi. That is your home internet Wi-Fi. And so it's just connecting so that it can download updates and anything that your Seestar needs to run. So just click join, and then it will prompt you for the password if your Wi-Fi is secure with a password. That's the password you need. Once your Seestar is connected to your home Wi-Fi, you should get a message similar to this. Now, don't be alarmed if you get a warning box that comes up. It's not really a warning. It just says that there's updates available for your Seestar and it wants you to install those updates. Go ahead and do that. Just follow the prompts on the screen and install those updates. They can take a few minutes to install, so don't be worried if it takes a little longer than you think it should. And then once you're done, it should come back to the main home screen of the Seestar app. It's possible you may have to close the app and restart it to apply those installs. The Seestars generally come with a little bit of charge on them, so you don't have to plug them in and charge them right away. However, if yours is low on battery, you'll want to charge it. All you have to do is take the cable out of the case and plug it into your Seestar and plug the other end into a USB outlet charging port. similar to how you would charge any other device. Just plug it in. The lights on the Seestar, there are 4 or 5 of them, and as the battery is charged, those will light up until they're all solid red. You don't have to do that right away if you have some charge. The other item in the case looks like this, and that's the sun filter. With the S30, the sun filter doesn't have the little tab thing on it. It is a magnetic filter, and you just hold it close to the lens and it snaps on magnetically. This is the sun filter for the S50, and that goes into the opening of the lens and kind of slides down in there. You use this solar filter anytime you're going to image during the day and there's a chance of the sun shining in the lens of your Seestar. You never want to point it at the sun without this lens on it, otherwise it can burn the sensor that's inside and destroy your Seestar. So make sure if you're pointing anywhere near the sun, or have a chance of the sun getting in, you're using the sun filter. The only other item in the case is the instruction manual, and it's pretty small. It's a little tiny thing. The instructions for what I'm talking about now are printed on the box lid. But if you're watching this video, thanks for joining us, and we'd love to have you along. We give a lot of tutorials and experiments on this channel about the Seestars. We're almost ready to start imaging. Hopefully it's gotten dark and where you're at, and you're able to take your Seestar outside and decide where you're going to put it. You're going to want to find a level place, away from lights, away from obstructions like houses or trees. This is our neighbors. They have the Griswold Christmas going on. So avoid really strong lights if you can avoid them. Those will just interfere with your imaging. It doesn't make it impossible, but it does interfere and make your Seestar have to work a little harder to get a good image. Now that your Seestar has a charged battery, is on its tripod, and is sitting outside in a good location, you're going to turn on your app. And the easiest way to start the first few times you do this is click on the stargazing square, and then it will bring up a list of objects that are best for you that night. And then pick one of those and click the Go To. If you read the information about the object in the stargazing best of tonight list, it will give you a general idea where the object is in the night sky. So if you have a house in the way or something can only image one direction or the other, you may want to choose an object that is most likely visible from where you put your Seestar. Here's a few of the ones that are bright and come up pretty fast and easy that you could give a try as some of your first objects. If you haven't yet joined our channel, we invite you to do so. It's free to join the channel. We don't have any membership clubs or anything, and so it's just free. We do a lot of tutorials on how to use the Seestar, how to use the app, some experiments on how to enhance the experience. We give a lot of information about updates and things as they happen, tutorials, beginner stuff. And so we'd love to have you along. Just click the little icon in the bottom of the screen, a little green one that says the College Gateway. If you click on that, it subscribes you. We won't be sending any emails or spam or any of that. It just alerts you in YouTube if we put a video out. And you may find some in our playlist that would be helpful as you begin the journey. We're glad to have you along on the journey and look forward to hearing from you of your successes, any questions you have. We encourage you to submit those. We're happy to help. Welcome to the Seestar family.